Hey guys, it's your boy Nick. Half of me thought, gee, all the makers only specialize in cute suits. What if I have a scary, gory, or even monstrous persona? I mean, hell, even I have a gore-hungry shark dog persona. What's a fluff to do in this world? Well, that's where I've got you today. Now, without further ado, welcome to FursuitMaker Review, Episode 2, 3 Spooky Boys. Gretcha6666. 4 6s, not 3. Don't want you to get the wrong idea. Can we just take a moment? I need a moment. Look at this suit. Look at it. If you think that this isn't one of the most beautiful suits you've ever seen, I'm here to tell you you're wrong. Like, take my glasses, because obviously you need them way more than me. Anyhow, this maker is one I found. I immediately went through their whole Insta by accident. I don't know how, but I started, and then by the time I looked down at my phone, it was morning. I can't physically understand the level of talent this requires. Like, my body refuses to acknowledge the thought that some people in this world are just this talented. Like, my canon is these aren't even made by a person, but they just appeared on Earth in some desolate forest, like a demon overtook a mortal's body, with the skills and ability to make beautiful fursuits that when worn possess you and make you go wreak havoc and mayhem in your alternate demon persona. Oh yeah, I'm doing a review. So, this suit maker has been making creepy, spooky masks for about 6 years, and they're a Russian-based maker. I asked how long one takes, and they said with enough inspiration, snack breaks, and naps, they can bust one of these puppies out in a week. That's God's tier if I've ever heard it. They told me that they first tried making cute suits, but realized quickly that is really not for them. And rightfully so. If I ever get a suit commissioned for Demon Luna, this would definitely be the first person I'd go to. Even then, I would have to keep it away from humans, because staring into those eyes would probably cause someone to start speaking in tongues, and I really don't know how to reverse that. So for the sake of others, I will stay a precious little fluff butt. Also, I really don't think it's fair that they live in a spooky forest so they get to take all these amazing photos. Like, look at that. Damn you, Russia, with your dark and decrepit Slender Man movie sets. So far, this maker has mostly done dogs, birds, cows, things. I don't know what the hell that thing is. But killing a Puri, that's absolutely bonkers. Like, I am losing it. Like, this thing is absolutely beautiful and terrifying, and what? It's cute, spooky. I'm only halfway through this video and I feel like I've got vertigo. You feeling it too? No? Okay, just me. Alright, so for this one, we're gonna start where it all begins. Five Nights at Freddy's, the game, the franchise, the throne that Markiplier sits upon. This popular series kicked off in August of 2014 and has then inspired a plethora of fan art, along with loyal followers eagerly awaiting every new release. But this fursuit maker has absolutely kicked the entire fanbase up 10 points, merging gamers and fursuit makers in the Romeo and Juliet homage to the fursuit world. I'm talking about Zombunny Creations. This maker is unprecedented in my opinion. I get that there's often a fine line walked between what's considered a fursuit versus what's cosplay. Let me tell you this, I don't care. Okay? I don't care if this is a fursuit or cosplay, it is super cool and you need to check them out regardless. This maker gives me the freaking creepers, and I mean that in the best way possible. Can I also just say, they were so helpful in all the questions I asked them. Like, they made this so easy for me. I'm really thankful, and that really says a lot to how kind they are as a person, in contrast to the Dr. Frankenstein vibe I kind of expected. So they've been making fursuits for about 4 years now, and started making pre-mades about 2 years ago. Each full suit roughly takes about 3 months to complete, with 19 suits under their belt. It's no wonder they have such a confidence in their work. It's their dream to become a full-time maker. And they already have 4 awesome pre-mades in mind. Their goal is to be able to introduce more spooks to the fandom, and seeing the joy people get from wearing and interacting with their suits makes it all worth it. They're planning on taking 5 slots and are opening soon for commissions, so do check that out. Each suit is coupled by their fantastic and frightening art. From the detailed airbrushing to the I might kill you if you hug too long look in their eyes has made me want to play the game even less, because now it's way more real than ever before. But on that note, when I first decided to review this maker, I had to ask if all these suits were legit theirs, because I genuinely thought they were official cosplays that they bought. They've also made a Ripperoo suit complete with a straitjacket, all the way from the game Crash Bandicoot. This suit is hilarious as it is unsettling, which I can guarantee is the look they wanted to evoke, so you nailed it. None of their cosplays are complete without enough teeth to scare a chainsaw. With up to 40 handcrafted bone-crushing teeth accenting the maws, they literally look like they jumped straight out of the game at you. I also love their main Son of Frostbite. It has such a wacky, insane, and even demented appearance, complete with exposed bones and munchy twofers. Badges! Of course they do badges, because when you're already a jaw-dropping maker, why not start a side hustle and also make custom spooky ooky badges for people to wear? I envy your hustle, sir. But guys, look at these! These are actually suits that they made with their own hands! Like, I'm baffled. This maker has baffled me. I've been baffled. And now I've got to move on because this is going to become a documentary if I'm not careful. I also wanted to side note, these makers are top tier, and this video is really hard to make for a lot of reasons I'm going to go into soon. But I think I also decided I'm not going to have a favorite suit portion of these videos anymore because that's more stressful than the 6 hours I typically spend editing. Trying to find 3 of my favorite suits among 3 top tier makers is really hard. But I wanted to be transparent and just let you know that. But I'm going to continually try to improve on these videos and my editing skills these videos progress. Back to the topic, fleece rot. This maker is one of the most extraordinary fleece fursuit makers I've ever seen to date. I honestly considered doing an entire video dedicated to them and all their stunning work. But I really do want to give as many shoutouts to as many makers as possible, so I really had to hold myself back. I wasn't able to contact them for interview questions, so I'm not really certain how long they've made suits or how many they've made. But it'd also be irresponsible of me to try and count them at this point, so let's just say a lot. They also don't make dog suits, which is completely respectable because they said, and I quote, "I'd rather focus on lesser seen animals. I want to be the person that with weird, obscure species people feel comfortable going to. Plus 2 respect points to them." So, in all honesty, this script was really hard to construct. I think this is in part too, there are some makers out there whose work physically leaves you speechless. For me, that's fleece rot. Every single suit could literally bring a grown man to tears with how stunning they are. The expressions, the marking, the eyes, everything. This suit actually made me consider getting an editing crew because I couldn't find enough synonyms for the word amazing to really encapsulate what I thought of this maker. They're a god-tier maker. Their style is solidified, instantly recognizable, and 130% the most breathtaking example of mastery in the fandom. I genuinely couldn't find what else to say about this maker, so here's a list of words I found that could help me articulate what I'm trying to say, I guess. Spectacular, adjective. Beautiful in a dramatic and eye-catching way. Expert, noun. A person who has a comprehensive and authoritative knowledge of a skill in a particular area. Goopy, adjective. Sloppy or sticky in a semi-fluid manner. Typically something unpleasant. As I've said before, this maker literally takes it all. They take my breath away, they take my entire grasp of the English language, and if I'm not careful, they'll take all my money too, because I would probably be in a crazy tough bidding war if I ever wanted a chance to get one of their suits. But that about wraps up for the makers, as that's probably going to be as good as it gets in terms of my ability to think properly. So, if you're out there and you're worried that no one can really exemplify your character's dark, spooky, or abnormal look, you shouldn't be. While a majority of makers do specialize in happy-go-lucky, toony, or smiley suits, there's also a plethora of makers that will happily design your Halloween-ready suit. Not every fursuit is made to interact with small children. Some are made to go haunting things, some are made with spooky thoughts and haunted materials. So I'm going to keep a lookout for more alternative makers because I'll say it too. I want more candy gore suits, more three-eyed cats and skeletal tails. But my question for you today, do you have an alternative Sona? Do you have any vent, gore, or evil characters that are near and dear to you and you might even consider getting a suit for? And what's your thoughts on spooky suits? Do you think they belong in the fandom, or do you simply prefer the smiley, charming doggos we typically see? I want to know all that and more in the comments down below. Reading them really keeps me motivated and excited to bring you more content. But that concludes episode 2 of Fursuit Maker Review, and I'll have links to all 3 makers in the description down below. And join my Discord, bye! Hey y'all, this is recorded afterwards. I have words, I guess. This is hour, 9 of editing this video. Usually it doesn't take me that long. I've had to refilm probably 6 times, not gonna lie. Because Movie Maker 2019 kind of sucks and can eat one. So I just want to say that Luna does not have a alternate demon Sona, which would be really cool if she did. But I avoided using her because I need to refur her face because she looks like trash when you look at her. So hopefully the next 1 to whenever weeks, I'll get that done. Maybe I'll make a video on the new pre-made. Who knows? Who cares? Bye.